the 25th, I got a meeting with the governor.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone, and we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Dolphins, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's the rookie first-rounder Jalen Phillips who works in to bring him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tua going to throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage. And now it's 4th. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. Still going. And he will score.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, Right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
This is Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down. On first down, here's Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Forced out to his left. To a hit, and the ball is out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
93. 93.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Tua now on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. But we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy, and that left arm pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
65, 29, 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
To throw his car. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Defense wins championships, baby. Chapter 2. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Carr to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Shotgun now for Carr. Completes this out left to Ruggs. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merrick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense.
Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Carr completes it. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Clelin Ferrell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr lets this go for Renfrow downfield. And this one is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Carr now to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Snead's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
He'll buy some time right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
A 40-yard
The kick by Carlson is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to connect with Fuller. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, and that'll bring up second down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This will be caught. It's Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tua now on 1st down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. That is caught at the 7. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Tua. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So this one